Hey everybody on YouTube, good morning. Today I'm going to do a short video for a customer client. This is a video deck I just got done servicing. It took a day or so to do. This thing was a complete disaster. I'm talking, not only was it really dirty, everything on the machine was dried out. Everything on the machine had to be replaced. It was a real disaster. This is a Sony Vo-9800. This is one of the higher end ones towards the end of the manufacturing spectrum when they were making these. It pretty much, it's always the same machine pretty much. They didn't really change too much with the design on the inside. It's just that I personally don't like the way they design these machines, but it seems like every machine I get, no matter what model it is of this type, they all have the exact same issues. Bad belts, bad alignment, hard grease, loading carriages jammed or broken, you name it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But this one here, I just got done working on. I'm pretty much almost done with it now. I'm just doing the testing, making sure the testing is correct. I also want to give a shout out to one of my big contributors and big sponsors. I have not been able to get a hold of him. Maybe he'll see this video. John, yes, I did get your Facebook message. So if you're interested in doing that, go right ahead. I did send you a Facebook message back, so I appreciate the contributions. This message goes out to John on Facebook. I know you probably don't check your Facebook very often, but yeah, John, please check your instant message on Facebook. I did leave you a message. Okay. Anyways, guys, this is a three-quarter pneumatic deck I did for a client. And I'm just double checking everything out on it now to make sure it works. So here's what we did. The entire unit was completely filthy. Had to replace the entire loading motor back there. Rebuild it, new belts, the works. There's a belt underneath that had to be replaced. And of course, everything inside had to be replaced down here. New rubber tire, the whole bit. Realignment of the ring, the audio control head. Everything was sort of pushed out of spec because of people forcing tapes in this deck, but I had to fix all that type of stuff. But the loading ring was really out of whack. I mean, it was slipped off its gears, actually. This thing was in really, really bad shape. But anyways, we got everything back into whack. Everything changed. Everything new. The loading motor is new. This thing did not work. It must not have... This thing probably sat for a very long time. I cannot possibly think it worked any time recent. This thing was really a disaster. But the loading carriage was a completely disaster, like it is on every one of these freaking machines. The loading carriage is always a disaster. Had to rebuild this loading carriage, had to fix it, had to get the alignment on it right. And of course, after powering it up, it seems like everything's working fine on it. So let's see if it takes the tape. And put the tape in, like so. Takes it. Voila. Hit play. It works. That's what we're talking about. And the counter goes up. There you go. We know it's working. Time code's working on it. All right. Hit eject. Okay. You hit eject. Take the tape out. It's always about the tapes on these things, guys. After the units are serviced really well, if you're getting jams, it's always got to deal with the tapes. Every frickin' time. Pop it back in. Hit play. It's working good. It's loading good. That's good. So maybe if I could turn the TV on, you guys might be able to actually see if it gets video out of it. But we'll check that out real quick. Hit the eject. Alright. Take the tape out. Alright, try a different tape. I'll even try one of these stinky brown ones. This tape was baked, so it should play properly. And it does. Okay, let's see if we get anything on video on this thing. And we do. It's playing just fine. So there you go, guys. This is a Sony Vo-9800. And as you can see, it's working just fine. Just want to send this out to Ray so Ray can see whenever I service something, it's serviced by the time it leaves here. I want, it's always going to be the tapes, and you definitely have to do something about tapes. They got to be baked. Some tapes play in units, some tapes do not play in units, so you got to be careful what tapes you're using in these machines. I recommend the older tapes to be played in the older machines. These machines were built very cheap. And the loading carriages, I think, are complete junk. So you're going to have a lot of tape jams. I made a previous video how to remove tapes when you do jam a tape. But that's pretty much it, guys. This is the Sony Vo-9800 Ray. Hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, fuck.